It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that you feel like you don't have the time or the energy to learn a new way to be happier than you've ever been. It's just simply not your fault. Why? Because we live in a society that really promotes having material wealth and material goods way more than it promotes spiritual happiness, personal growth, mental clarity, emotional well-being, physical health, family unity. It just bombards us with things to do that keeps us from really living the life we want to have. And as a result of living in a world that's so focused on the value of things, a lot of us have to strive to work harder and rush faster in order to accomplish as many tasks as we possibly can. I've watched so many of my friends and my patients leave their path of personal growth because they were overwhelmed with all the things that they had to do, like care for their families and go to work and take care of their everyday needs. In fact, most of them felt like they didn't even have the time to take care of their personal needs. So I know what it's like to be overwhelmed, and yet I also want to tell you that everybody that I've worked with is able to develop their health and happiness no matter how busy they are. I privately coach really busy people, just like you, who have careers, families, and activities that they're obligated to do. And trust me, I get it. I'm a busy person. Since I've moved to San Rafael, was it 1985 it's been, I've been working 6 and sometimes honestly 7 days a week. Thankfully, I love my work. My work is who I am, so I love spending my time being me or doing my work. I'm thankful for that. And I want to let you know that I also play 7 days a week. Oh yes, I actually play 7 days a week. I really do. I exercise 7 days a week, and I've done all this raising my 2 kids, Gabe, who's now 34, and my daughter Becca, who's now 38. So I've been busy, and I am busy, and I've never been happier, healthier, and holier. I also make time basically almost every day to connect with my friends. I definitely make the time to give love and to get love from my family 7 days a week. Those who know me would tell you that I've never been happier or holier, that's for sure. And I'm telling you, as a 65, soon to be 65-year young man, I'm pretty healthy. I do everything that I want to do. So here's what I'm telling you. I'm busy, you're busy, the world is busy. And you can be consistently, truly, deeply happy. They are both true. It's not either or. Over 30 years ago, I created a way or a method, a path called the right way for personal growth. And I created it for busy people just like you to have a life of happiness no matter how busy people are. You can have it. I give you my word that everything that's going to happen in this happiness mastermind group is created to work for busy people. I have done the work for you. I've organized the best principles, the best practices from the fields of personal growth, spiritual development, stress management, brain science, and even tribal wisdom. And I've put it into a method that anybody with the busiest of schedules can use. By the way, when I say tribal wisdom, what do I mean by that? Well, here's what I mean by that. I had an amazing opportunity to spend some time in Kenya a number of years ago. And I spent some time with the small Samburu tribe studying family dynamics and rite of passage initiation. And I learned so much from this tribe about happiness, which essentially I could summarize like this. Here I was with people who have literally nothing. And they also literally have everything. They truly have personally in their lives and in their clan. Basically, true happiness. So I want to say something about me in regards to your concern that you probably have that you don't have enough time to pursue your own happiness. I have a gift. Here's what I love to do. I love to break things down into their more fundamental parts. And I love to see behind structure the underlying fundamental unity of things. So over the last 40 years, I have developed a skill to look at complex ideas that have been taught about happiness and about enlightenment and put it into understandable concepts and then transform those ideas or concepts into logical principles and practical techniques that sometimes literally take people just 20 seconds to do. I know how to help people manage their time. Everything we do in the Happiness Mastermind Group is designed to work for busy people like you and like me. I mean, honestly, here's the bottom line. I'm from New York. New Yorkers do not like to waste time. I grew up with a really strong sense of value for my time and for the time for other people. I was motivated to learn how to be efficient because I was, as a kid, and still am, really a pie in the sky, head in the sky kind of guy. I'm a philosopher. And I learned early on that I better know how to ground or embody this big picture that I have and make things practical. And I do know how to do that. When I was a teenager, I began studying yoga, transpersonal psychology, Taoism, Buddhism. My first yoga teacher, Swami Rama, taught his students about the concept of being what's called a householder yogi. This is how I was introduced to yoga. In other words, Swami Rama emphasized that my family life and my spiritual life were not separate. My spiritual life or my life of happiness was not separate from my family life. So I was taught how to put together family and spirituality in a way that was a win-win for everyone. And I teach people who are pursuing happiness how to make this win for the whole family. I mean, I raised my kids using this personal growth method that I'll be teaching you. And I can tell you that my 34-year-old son Gabe and my 38-year-old daughter Becca and my former wife Suzanne and I, who are the closest of friends, we actually teach families to have better divorced families. All of the efforts that they receive from me are my best. I've never lost my ability to take good care of them while pursuing my own health, happiness, and holiness. So in other words, I have family, I have a busy career, I have lots of goals spiritually and personally and physically, and I've never ever sacrificed any part of my personal growth or spiritual practice, ever. And I will teach you how to do that. I've shown thousands of busy people, how to successfully manage their time for personal growth, career obligations, and family duties. It really can be done. My first Buddhist teacher, Geshe Wengel, he taught me about energy, about the importance of being masterful, managing my physical energy and my mental energy. He taught me how to skillfully raise my energy up and how to skillfully bring my energy down. And whenever I needed to be present or to be relaxed or anywhere in between, I learned how to do that from him. I thrive on just a few hours of sleep, 5 or 6 hours a night. I have really productive days. I have fun and relaxing evenings. I've shown so many thousands of people how to control their energy in order to pursue a life of peace and productivity. It can be done. Anybody can do that. And that's why I'm sitting next to this picture of the Rainbow Buddha. There's a lot of interpretations about what Rainbow Buddha means. I'll give you one of mine. The Rainbow Buddha, which I was introduced to as a teenager, simply means this: that Buddha or a person can be totally involved, totally engaged and passionate and present, and also kind of quickly recede into a lighter form, a light body form, emptiness. In other words, how to also be indifferent and dispassionate. So learning how to be present and learning how to be out of it all, learning how to be passionate and dispassionate, that's an amazing skill to have. And I learned that at an early age. And I've learned how to teach it to busy people just like yourself. How to be present, how to be passionate, how to be productive, and at the same time knowing how to be empty, dispassionate, and indifferent. Anybody can do these things. So, this concept of Rainbow Buddha, I turned into what I now call being the CEO, or Chief Energy Officer of your life. So I teach people how to be the CEO of their life, and I'll show you. That means I'm going to teach you how to regulate your energy so that whenever you need extra energy, you can dial it up. When you need to relax, I'll teach you how to dial it back when you don't need extra energy. When you have that skill of regulating your energy, you won't lose energy unnecessarily. And that's the key, honestly. No matter how many kids you got, how many jobs you got, how many obligations you have, there is a way to manage your energy so that you have the vitality to do it all and be it all in this lifetime. It really can be done. I've mastered utilizing the wisdom from the worlds of spirituality and modern brain science so that I can be an adept at being happier than ever, and I'm going to show you how to do it also. For example, I teach a California State Board approved continuing education course for doctors and health practitioners so that they know how to harness the wisdom from the scientific fields of brain science, stress management, peak flow performance, and specialty fields in brain science like epigenetics and neuroplasticity. And all that information I've wrapped together in a method for you. So you don't have to go out and study these fields. And I'll end with this. The entire Happiness Mastermind course focuses first on stress management, because I know a lot of you are concerned that this course is going to make you even more stressed out than you already are. The one thing I noticed about all the different teachers I had back in the day when I was studying with so many people was that they had only one thing in common. And that was that they could calm themselves down quickly in the snap of a finger. I know how to do that. And I've taught thousands of people how to relax themselves and rejuvenate themselves literally in seconds so that they become masterful at staying calm at all times. I will teach you how to do this. Doesn't mean you don't care. It means that you totally care and you can remain calm no matter what's happening around you. So I will teach you how to manage your stress so well, so quickly, so efficiently. So just hear me say, I've done the work for you. I've put it all together. You don't have to become an expert in all these fields of science related to happiness. You simply have to practice the techniques that I'm going to show you, that some of them take as simple or as little as 20 seconds to do. And when you do that, you will have way better control of your energy, your thoughts, your relationships, and your emotions. What's most fun for me is that I love doing this work, and I'm really good at doing this work. And I love showing people just like you how to be happy no matter how much time you have or little time you have, no matter how much energy you have or don't have. I will show you how to do this. I assure you that if you work with me in this Happiness Mastermind group, I will devote my full attention on creating a safe environment for you to become educated, motivated, accountable, and successful on accomplishing your most cherished goals.